Based on your reconstruction, nearly 2-year investigation, exactly how was that taillight shattered?
Oh,
explain it to us.
How does the taillight? What do you? It gets so the taillight in this case was shattered when it was struck John O'Keefe's arm.
Exactly what part of his arm?
Based on what I saw for his injuries, was from the upper part of his arm down.
Was his arm out? It just struck the arm like a hinge? Was it in front of him? You did the reconstruction? It shows exactly how his body was positioned when he was struck by that.
So it looks like his arm was more kind of like this. If I can try to get that.
Wait a minute.
Out by his side, correct?
Yeah.
How the fuck would his arm get scratches here if that's the impact area? Because that's where John's arm was injured from the dog bites. This clown's now saying that his arm was out like this. And this is the part that struck the taillight? You've got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. The dog bites are here on John's arm. Now he's saying that John's arm was up like this, and that's how he got scratches on this side of his arm? What the hell? You've got to be kidding me. Wait, it gets better? Oh, no. Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, my God. Oh, my head hurts. Oh, gosh. How the hell? I've got to I know we're trying to get through this. We got about another 8 minutes. I got to go back just a little bit. Just a little bit. I got to hear that again. All right, here we go. We got the sip. This is perfect. The sip from the vodka bottle. All right, he's going to go into it. All right. No, I haven't seen this. I was at work today. This is my first time going through it, and I love doing this organically with all of you. All right, we got about another 8 minutes. Let's get through this, and then we're going to wrap this one up because we're like 3 hours, and I'm tired. All right, and I got to work tomorrow. All right, here we go. Mr. Vodka. He took a sip from the vodka bottle. Here we go.
Let me ask you this. Based on your reconstruction,
all right, this is
2-year investigation, exactly how was that taillight shattered?
Oh, God.
Explain it to us.
How does the taillight? What do you? It gets so the taillight in this case was shattered when it was struck John O'Keefe's arm.
Exactly what part of his arm?
Based on what I saw for his injuries, was from the upper part of his arm down.
Okay, we got that.
Was his arm out? It just struck the arm like a hinge? Was it in front of him? You did the reconstruction? It shows exactly how his body was positioned when he was struck by that.
So it looks like his arm was more kind of like this. If I can try to get that.
Yeah, just like this.
You're indicating out by his side, correct?
Yes.
All right. And the taillight would have struck his arm, right?
Yes.
Not his torso.
Yes.
Okay. So the full mass, the full weight of that truck hit him basically at the elbow. Is that right?
His arm off.
No. I said it. Yeah, from the upper part of the arm down. Yeah.
The elbow and the biceps.
I didn't see anything that shows an indication that this lower torso was struck, but
okay. So
it's not saying it could not have been a possibility, but I just didn't see anything.
So his torso was spared from being hit, but the arm took the brunt, the full force of the vehicle, correct?
Like arm and shoulder, yes.
Okay. And you said he then did a spin, like a sort of a pirouette.
He got spun around possibly the way it struck. It looked like it could have turned around counterclockwise.
Okay. So if he turns around counterclockwise, is he turning around in the air counterclockwise?
Yes, initially.
So he turns counterclockwise. Okay, I don't mean to stop this, but I just want to recognize Super Chat. $4.99. The taillight shattered because John's skeleton was made of adamantium. I think I got that right. Thank you. It's coming. All right. I don't even know what we're at for a total. 506 plus another 5 is going to put us at 511. All right, here we go. Let's get this going. All right, let's hear how it's going to all pan out here. Let's go back just slightly. All right, here we go.
Front, the full force of the vehicle, correct?
Like arm and shoulder. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, on the
And
shoulder.
you said he then did a spin, like a sort of a pirouette.
He got spun around possibly the way he struck. It looked like it could have turned around counterclockwise.
Okay. So if he turns around counterclockwise, is he turning around in the air counterclockwise?
Yes.
So good.
Initially.
So he gets hit on the upper biceps, shoulder area, and down to the forearm
Oh God.
Yes.
by an unbroken taillight, right?
Yes.
In other words, it's nice and smooth. Nothing, no shards of plastic or anything broken at the time that it made contact with his arm, right?
Correct.
Okay. So how does his arm get all cut up?
Because when his arm struck the taillight then cracked. And as the car is driving past him, the taillight could scratch it.
Got it. So he gets hit by the car, not his torso, just the arm. The taillight cracks.
What a tore
And
his
as it
arm out.
passes by, his arm stays with it long enough to get striations, those scratches that you see, those lacerations, those abrasions that you see, right?
In a sense, yes.
And at the same time, he does a pirouette and flies 30 feet. To his
Oh
final
my God,
point.
he turned around.
I don't know if he did a pirouette.
Well, I'm using the word pirouette. He spun around.
He started rotating counterclockwise. I don't know how far he ran counterclockwise, but he started rotating. According to that, would push him to rotate counterclockwise. Whether or not he went counterclockwise all the way to his back toward the ground, it seems like the most likely.
I literally think that Cat is smiling. Hang on. I gotta go. All right, we're at here. Let's go here. I gotta see the pirouette again. He literally he spun like Michael Jackson. Holy shit. All right, here we go. Here's the pirouette.
Enough to get striations.
I think
those
Cat is
scratches,
laughing.
those lacerations. Those abrasions, right?
In a sense, yes.
And at the same time, he does a pirouette and flies 30 feet to his final point of rest.
I don't know if he did a pirouette.
Well, I'm using the word pirouette. He spun around.
He started rotating counterclockwise. I don't know how far he ran counterclockwise, but he started rotating. According to that, would push him to rotate counterclockwise. Whether or not he went counterclockwise all the way to his back toward the ground, it seems like the most likely possibility.
Did you account for the fact that his arm is on a hinge?
Is what? Say again?
Did you account for the fact in this scenario that you just told the jurors that his arm is on a hinge?
Yep.
On a
On his
hinge.
shoulder?
Okay.
Okay, so arm got hit. Didn't his arm just swing?
I said arm and shoulder area, so his arm could have been considered part of it.
Even if his shoulder got the upper,
Okay.
pointing to his upper biceps,
Mhm.
right? There's no injuries on his shoulder, not a single one, not even a bruise, right?
Like I said, it looked like to me it was from
Oh
up
my
from
God.
up here. I don't know how far I can up back here, but it was up here.
Well,
So
you're the one that talked about his injuries on his arm.
yes.
That's limited to about mid biceps, to about mid forearm, correct?
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
No injuries on the shoulder, no injuries on the torso, no injuries on the ribs, no injuries on the back, correct? Is that right?
Yes.
So your theory is he got hit on the arm, took the brunt of the force
He was
from the
spinning
taillight on the arm, stayed with the vehicle long enough for the taillight to explode, basically to shatter. Then these striations get on his arm,
Oh my God.
abrasions. Does a pirouette, spin counterclockwise, and flies 30 feet in the air to his point of rest.
Yeah. It happened probably a little faster than that, though.
That's just
The
said he
jury
gets
must
hit
be
on the
like,
curb.
what the fuck?
I said that's one of the possibilities of when you look at the roadway as he gets spun around counterclockwise. It's a possibility that the curb is there. Any blunt
Oh,
force object on the ground, as the ground is pretty blunt.
that's right.
Well,
He
except
forgot the
in
hit.
your scenario that you just told us, he flew through the air onto the light dusting of snow, grass, and dirt.
I didn't say through the air.
Say that again?
I didn't say he got thrown through the air.
Okay, I was
How do
using
you
the
get
word, got projected.
Projected doesn't mean it's not incorporating just the throw. Project just means you get pushed forward. There's two parts of that. There's the air, then there's the ground like I said earlier, the tumbling, the rolling, whatever that part of the crash would happen. Projecting is just what we call what happens to a pedestrian post-impact with a crash.
Okay, so a couple questions. If his arm, elbow,
Lager bottle.
brunt that entire impact, how do you account for the fact that he didn't suffer a broken bone?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do you account for the fact that he didn't have a fracture?
Objection.
Sustained.
How do you account for the fact that he didn't even have a bruise?
How about a dislocated shoulder?
That's sustained.
They reproach.
Yes.